Hi everyone, it's Catherine here from Chaos Creates. Thanks for joining me on my channel today. I'm here to share with you a layout for Confessions of a Paper Addict, and don't forget to go ahead and check out their new website. It's there, and I'm using the fire truck cut file today. So I have gone ahead and backed it. I've used some red cardstock and some bits and pieces from a couple of different boy collections by Coco Vanilla Studio. But to create this layout, I'm using the No Limits collection. And so I've got that background paper there. I'm just trimming out these two photos. So one is of a fire truck and a camera crew in front of my son's Seb's daycare at the time. He did family daycare, and it unfortunately burnt down, and he not long started, to be honest. So, and then the other picture is him climbing at the park near where where his daycare was. So I just wanted, we took some photos. I think I was in Canada at the time. So, Seb's dad captured these photos and, but I wanted to document them. So I'm just going ahead and mounting these photos on some black cardstock. I've trimmed the branding strip off that background paper, and now I'm just going to trim down these photos. I think they needed the black background just to match in with the fire truck. It had I'd cut that out of black cardstock as well. So yeah, I felt like it needed some border around those photos just to make them stand out a little bit more. I love this background. I don't think I've used this before. This one from No Limits. It's got a gorgeous orange on the back, but this is like sort of a brick and then some lovely mixed media around the outside. And I'm just going ahead and picking out a title. So I've got Big Oh No. That would be, that wasn't necessarily what Seb said, but that would, I could just hear him saying that at the time. He was only about maybe 18 months old here. So still, quite little. And yeah, this was his kind of first experience with daycare. So it didn't start off too well, but he had a great time in the end. So I'm just going ahead. I'm trying to create a couple of different areas of clusters. And so I've pulled out a few things. Again, these are all from the No Limits collection. So I really wanted to get these lightning strikes used up. I felt like they were really good to kind of highlight the title. There was a lot of space up there. But I felt like the fire truck made up a good portion of the layout, and so I didn't want to overdo this layout. I wanted to keep it relatively simple. So I've got the photos there. I'm putting a couple of clusters either side of them. So I've added some arrows, some frames in the background. I'm adding that tab there because I will put the date, and I've added a circular element. I'll probably put some journaling in that first photo. I just wanted to add a little bit more those lightning strikes to have 3, and then I think I'm searching through to see what else I can add here. Add a little ticket, and I do add some stars, but I'm trying to find, I wanted to add some arrows. I really wanted 3 clusters of things. I'm just seeing what else I can make work. I do end up adding 3 stars around the page. I changed that one out because I do add all orange. And then I add this chipboard arrow right to the title, which I thought was good. And so, yeah, just fiddling through with the different embellishments to see how I can make these things work. I wanted to pull in some words. So I'm just looking through the sticker sheet there. There's some, good sayings on there, and I feel like I can make something work, but I do come back to it in the end. So I've pulled out those orange stars now. This layout does end up becoming, I don't know. Yeah, I used a lot of orange in the embellishments actually. I want to add this here, which says highlight. So I will end up doing a little bit of journaling there on that circular element. And now I'm pulling out like a boss because Seb was just, climbing up the playground and having a great old time. So he loved climbing stuff. He still loves climbing stuff. He still climbs everything. And so I do pull in these stars, and then I think, no, I'm going to pull in these, enamel dots, and I think these are from the Legendary collection. So I'm just picking out the orange ones, and I'm going to place 2 in each of those sort of clusters around with those stars. So they work really well there. Like I said, this layout came together pretty quickly. I'm not sure if I take you through my, sticking down process. I don't know if I've left that in. Maybe I do. Here we go. I think I did leave it in. Sorry. You'll have to watch me stick everything down now. So I do decide to pop up my title. So I'm putting some foam squares in there. So I just get my foam squares from Spotlight here in Australia. I find they work really well. They're just the Express, I think, foam squares, and I think they work really well. So the good thing about this layout is this background, because of the bricks, I can kind of line up the title and keep it reasonably straight. Again, just putting down those foam squares and trying to, pop it up. But yeah, we'll go ahead and stick all of that down. So while I'm doing that, I will let you know I have left links below to Confessions of a Paper Addict Facebook group. Go ahead and join. That's where lots of people share all their layouts, Confessions of a Paper Addict, and also otherwise. So go ahead and check out the Facebook group. I've also left a link to this cut file. I don't think this one's up in the new store yet, so I have left a link to the Etsy store that's still open. I know Virginia is working pretty hard to get all of those in the new store, but there's been a lot of natural disaster in New Zealand. She's had to take a little bit of a break from there. She's been very busy. Make sure you go ahead and support her in terms of the Etsy store as well as the website. There's always some great new cut files, but there's so many great old ones, and that's what this fire truck is. You could use this to document all sorts of stuff. I thought I would have photos of Seb playing with a fire truck or, getting into a fire truck. We've seen a lot of fire engines before in the past, but I couldn't find any photos. But I thought this was, I really wanted to document these photos. Like I said, I think it's important to document the good, the bad, the ugly. It's important just to document life, and that's what I love about scrapbooking. So I'm going ahead and just sticking a lot of things down with my wet adhesive. That's the Art Glitter Glue. That's my favorite, with a metal tip. I love it. I think I say that on most of my videos. I just really, I don't know. It's my favorite. I probably need a new, another new one actually. This one's getting close to running out. So I'm just going ahead and sticking all of these down. I do end up placing things not exactly where they were, and that's fine. Like that sticker goes over the top, or that die cut. I do just lay down that arrow, but I love how this came together. I'm just moving these enamel dots around a little bit, and I'm going to go ahead and pack up and just get everything out of the way, and then stick everything down, make sure it's all stuck. Most things I've stuck down flat to the page, to be honest, and then it's really just the title that I've popped up on some foam adhesive. So I'm just looking at the layout, like what else do I need? I think it needs some splatters. I go ahead and pull out the gold, and then I decide, nope, I'm going to bring in this sort of charcoal. So this is charcoal. This is a Kaisermist in charcoal, and I just go ahead and sprinkle that around. I don't want that on my photos, so I'm just sort of covering them up with my arm and just sprinkling that around because I wanted to bring in a little bit more of that black. But thank you very much for joining me. I will leave you with some close-ups at the end. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Otherwise, subscribe. I would love to have you. Thanks, everyone. Bye.